This weather report presented by Signature Roofing and Guttering. We have you covered.
Hi there, Livio, Regano with tonight's weather. Tropical cyclone Gabrielle is expected to intensify over the next 2 days while carving a path parallel to the Queensland coast but safely offshore. Its main impact on the Sunshine Coast will be rising winds and swollen surf ahead of another hot weekend. The temperature range at most stations today was about average. Maroochy Airport scored a top of 29 degrees after an admittedly muggy night on 24. Tewantin got to 28 and Gympie 31. On the satellite loop, you can see the spiral structure of the cyclone. It's already very, very clear. Classic Category 1 system, still rapidly intensifying, and by this time tomorrow it might already be Cat 3. But as I said, it's going to sort of move in a south and then eventually southeasterly direction. It won't come anywhere near close enough to our coast to be a real threat, apart from that hazardous surf warning that's been issued. It'll go off towards New Zealand over the weekend. Today's chart, you can see now that Gabrielle's Category 1, a little bit ahead of schedule, and there's an inland trough and there's a ridge between the cyclone and the New South Wales coast that's driving the southeasterly winds, keeping our conditions nice and mild. Those winds are starting to pick up. On tomorrow's chart, they'll pick up further. By afternoon, we'll reach strong force because by that stage, we'll have a Category 2 cyclone, and by 4 p.m, it might already be Category 3. That'll compress the isobars further. It'll also send out a very large swell that will result in a hazardous surf for which a warning has been issued. On the outlook chart, you can see the cyclone eventually starts to sail away. This is its point of closest approach, but on the weekend, it'll go way out towards New Zealand, opening up again to a hot weekend for the Sunshine Coast. So now the latest from the Weather Bureau. The boating forecast for sunny coast waters, a strong wind warning has been issued for 20 to 30 knot southeasterlies developing tomorrow afternoon and continuing through Friday on a northeasterly swell before easing Saturday. Today's surf was about the same as yesterday, just over 1.5 metres on the open beaches, but it's rising fairly quickly now, and tomorrow could be quite a different story. We have a late morning high tide on the beach, which at the Cottale won't arrive until early afternoon. It's not a bad sized tide, but each passing day we'll see it get smaller. The South East Coast District, a hazardous surf warning and perhaps a lucky shower. A little bit of cloud. Maroochydore and Gympie, 29 degrees. Nambour, 28. Looking ahead, any showers are likely to clear up by the weekend as temperatures start on a sharp rising trend into the first half of next week, along with that very familiar brutal humidity. Well, that's all for tonight, folks. Pleasure to have your company as always, and thanks for watching 7 Local Weather. I'll be back tomorrow with the latest cyclone update, plus a bunch of other stuff. Hope you can join me. Now it's back to you, Rob.
Okay, Liv, thank you very much, mate. Thanks very much for your company. Don't forget, you can catch up on anything you missed on our 7 Plus app or our page, 7news.com.au. That wraps it up. Our news hour continues now, and we'll see you tomorrow. Good night.